The Uganda People's Defense Forces Engineering Brigade has successfully completed construction of a modern 3-storied building in Gulu city that will serve as the regional passport center for northern Uganda.
Gulu Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration Center project is a project intended to give services to the people of the north and the surroundings, a better service, so that instead of them moving the whole way from Gulu, Lira, where to come to Kampala to look for passports or to solve other issues related to movement, they just go to Gulu. This project was given to UPDF, and I was called to be part of the team implementing and to lead. So we went, we met several times at the Ministry of Internal Affairs with the bosses before finally implementing and costing it. We costed. Now the costing was one, we were to build that structure right from scratch. I went to the site, we identified the land. After identifying the land which they gave us, we had to clear the site. After clearing the site, we got some obstacles there, which as engineers, because there were pit latrines all over the place, septic tanks. So we had to design proper structures to ensure that our structure which we put up will never settle. And after that, we erected the structure. A structure is a 3-level structure. 1, 2, 3, let me say 4 level in total, ground floor inclusive. Now we put up a structure. It is a mega structure, as you see. It will serve the purpose and the interests of the immigration center. All offices are inclusive. We had to accommodate people. We have even a detention area, as they say, in case of anybody. It is also included, which was not there originally. So really the scope was big. It was just after getting the bills, we had to go ahead and construct from its foundation to roofing. It is complete and it has a lift, it has everything, so it is ready for use. It is only pending handover. According to the memorandum of understanding, it's a 1-year project, but we had a standoff because of funds as they were still mobilizing, and it took us. We started it in 1924. Then by 2024. Then by September we were almost done. But it would have even taken 6 months, but because of some delay. So it took us approximately a year. Now it is ready. All finishes have been done. Everything is ready. People can now use it.
This impressive structure is designed to provide a convenient and efficient service delivery point for passport applicants in the northern region of the country.
Yes, one of the directives and one of the guidance by our president is so visionary that he says the local community has to be involved, and 60% of casual laborers come from the local community, so they were involved. And then supervision is done by a project management team, whereby the city resident engineer is part of that team. The LOCC people also attend, the mayors attend. So wherever we had a session or meetings, site meetings, technical or non-technical, we could involve the community around so that they own the project, and they have been part of that. Supply of material, all the materials local, which could qualify or pass our specification of approach word from within Gulu. This has benefited the community in one way or the other. Yeah, we had some challenges because some materials around could not meet the specifications, like sand. Sand came from River Nile, that is from Ajumani. So we had to buy all our sand from River Nile. Then the quarries for stones, quarries for hardcore were all within Gulu. We got it from within around. So people there benefited, but most industries are not in Gulu. Steel, and they specify either it is from tube, steel and tube, or roofing, which passed the test. So all our steel was procured from roofing from Kampala, because roofing doesn't have any outlet within Gulu. The one which was there was closed. So we could carry all materials the whole way from Kampala to Gulu. Iron sheets, the tiles, facing bricks. They have no factories for facing bricks. It is another challenge whereby northern Uganda has to also be considered, and they start these factories as fast as possible. Because it's moving the whole way to come to Kampala here to pick facing bricks, you go back. It makes the project always a bit expensive. But we had to procure all the materials within Uganda, but from different parts, which is also a good thing, because most of our money remained within, and that one makes our fellow Ugandans develop. No, because this project was well planned. Right from its inception, the Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration, the Ministry of Internal Affairs generally, I really applaud them for this. They had to involve us in the planning. So all this was catered for in the budgeting. So we didn't meet any extra funding need for what, no, because we did it from time go. We had to know that this still will come from here, this will come from here. So we had no challenges of extra funding. We had already planned for it in the bills of quantities. Oh yes, such a building is big enough. We had to ensure that safety first. And right from design, we have the firefighting system, we have the water points in case of any fire with the high pressure. We have extinguishers. I think when you went, you saw they are there. So really all that was catered for, and the building is good to go and to be occupied. So all that was catered for generally. Yes, the lift is there, it is functioning, and what is remaining now is because the lift must have an operational generator, and I think anytime the generator is being delivered, so that in case power goes, it remains what? Operational. So the lift is there, is functioning, cameras are installed in the right position as per the design. I've told you, fire detectors are there. In the case of smoke, what they will easily tell you, and the alarm system is operational. All that ICT was catered for generally. So the electromechanical systems were well placed and well designed, and they are functional. So the structure is very, very good and ready for occupation. We paid for an occupation permit from the city, which has been availed. It has been, the structure was inspected, and they have given us an occupation permit.
The centre is expected to reduce congestion and waiting time, while also enhancing the overall experience for citizens seeking passport services.
But this one is a teamwork. I'm very happy for the team we worked with. It is a very, very, very good team, right from the design Minister of Works, from our employer, the clients. I'm happy that they had to provide money on time, and the required amount was given to us. Really so happy that those people got on the ground, the end users, who have cooperated very well. So really, since they helped us, we worked, we delivered the project. Really, my leaders, wherever that they supported it, and by then the UPDF reinforcing the supervision by the committee headed by the whole joint staff CPC, it indicates real commitment of the government to implement His Excellency's directive. And I pray, and read my prayer is that we continue working hard, and we encourage us to participate in the development of our country through construction industry.
The UPDF Engineering Brigade's expertise and professionalism have once again delivered a high-quality infrastructure project that will benefit the people of northern Uganda.
Done efficiently, cost-effectively, really indicating that there can be value for money, and it's giving confidence. Government can begin doing its own works. the fact that the engineers of UPDF can do this. All the other engineers in the government sectors can be doing this work. So I think the progress is a very, very big plus on the paradigm shift, which I think the president should be giving indication to. You can see his intent is that why don't we do government work cost effectively using the public resources and public personnel. This idea of everything being hired out is I think a policy which eventually has costed government time and sometimes resources. We have had other smaller but equally important infrastructure developments in the districts. Several health facilities. A big one was response to the COVID threat, where government now decided to set up various oxygen plants, some very big, like the one at Kajansi, which was also done. The UPDF undertook civil works. Ministry of Health contracted other people to bring the cylinder gases, but UPDF had the duty, like at Kajansi, of erecting that mega oxygen plant. But in several referral hospitals, UPDF has built the housing infrastructure for those oxygen plants. And had it not been also a bit of technical hitch from some of the designs, especially electromechanical, this project was done and delivered on time. And even I made to understand for that one, the engineers used their small reserves. The ministry has or is mobilizing to clear the costs. Then some expansions, upgrading health centers, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, renovation in major hospitals. All this over the years has been undertaken. I understand close to 400 projects have been accomplished, and accomplished well during this period. In the process, the Ministry of Defense, but particularly the joint headquarters of UPDF, instituted a mechanism to ensure our engineers do the right things by having a monitoring and evaluation committee, which I've had opportunity to chair for the last 2 financial years. And in that role, I have, together with the team that was constituted of different departments, we've been closely inspecting these projects, interacting with our engineers on site, interacting with the stakeholders, the clients, the end users. And all the time when we go, we find really the clients and end users are very appreciative of the president's strategic directive that really works now, quality, a little affordable, and in general value for money. It's not surprising they appraise our discipline, and I've not found any community where they are saying, oh, the presence of army engineers was a menace here. Instead, they've been saying wherever our unit is doing work, this community feel a sense of safety. They benefit from the local content because our engineers purchase or procure most of the local materials from the community. They offer part of the personnel, if they are local masons, local porters. So people, in general, the progress of this intervention has multiplier effects. The community is having that benefit from projects going on in their area.
The Ministry of Internal Affairs contracted the UPDF Engineering Brigade to undertake the construction projects on behalf of the government of Uganda.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Commander-in-Chief of the UPDF gave a directive that the UPDF takes on the construction of Minister of Health projects and Minister of Education and Sports projects. Our leaders have funded CDF and the hierarchy. They sat down and they instructed our Chief Joint Staff Civil Engineering, who went ahead also to appoint leaders. Me, I was appointed to head the Minister of Education. And my appointment, really, I hope I will never disappoint my leaders. I have to make sure that I perform very well, and I performed very well. First of all, I started with the task of completing the abandoned projects in the Ministry of Education. There was a batch of 29 schools which I did and completed. I went to a batch of 12. I was tasked to do most of these schools within KCCA. Looking at Kororo, it had no compound, it had scattered flatlet buildings. We put them all down and we put up a 4-level structure which has accommodated the whole school. So really, I look at this as a big milestone by engaging UPDF, because one, cases of the poor quality work are no longer there. Close supervision is not required, because this is our work and we are doing it for our nation, because we are the ones to lead by example. So we have done quality work wherever called upon, and this is a very, very good gesture, and really applaud His Excellency for the decision he took. It is not regrettable, it is the right decision, and we promise to deliver.
The brigade has been involved in various infrastructure development projects, including the construction of health centers, schools and stadiums. The UPDF Engineering Brigade's involvement in these projects aims to provide quality and timely construction services while also supporting the government's development initiatives.
In my wisdom, I think this is a modern structure, so it must have modern equipment. You know, construction is one thing, then equipping it. So it is now the Ministry of Internal Affairs to provide now the latest and updated equipment to run this premise, and which I think it is in line with their plans. They put up such a structure, and they have plans to put up modern equipment to run it, and it will give better services to our people. Yeah, benefits are very many, especially to Ugandans. Is one, there is cutting cost for somebody moving from north to central for passport. People now it is just walking distance, those within Toro, and even those from Western Nile to be shorter distance. Then now to the economy, I know very many people will enroll, and when people enroll, there is some revenue collected. So that one will also boost our economy. The taxes will be again put back into construction industry. So I believe we are going to move forward. We are really going to develop. So it is something good for the economy. This project, the way we did it, purely it was Engineers Brigade, 80%. But as you know now, there were some special equipments we were supposed to install. So we had to hire fellow Ugandans. Like the lift, we hired an expert from local to come, and it was a learning process. He passed to us knowledge, how to maintain, how to install it. But all the construction, all the ICT was done by our experts. We have this electrical group. You know, Engineers Brigade is big. We have a civil section, we have the design and documentation department, we have these structural engineers. So everything was really by us. Where we felt we really lacked someone, we needed some assistance, we get in some experts, and they helped us, especially in ICT, which I think is also developing very fast now in Engineers Brigade.
The Ministry of Internal Affairs' state-of-the-art regional immigration headquarters in Gulu City will serve as a key hub for the Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration Control.
Engineers Brigade is doing very well, and this can show that government itself can be able to undertake to offer services without going to forming parastatals or government entities, because this one is a government department under the Ministry of Defense, and it has been able to do works in a short time more than even all these contractors or even these other MODAs that people are singing about. So if, for example, like Ministry of Works can have also an engineering department to do works by direct labor, Ministry of Education also having another department, you'll find that in the long run, government is able to offer services in-house at a cheaper price. Our mission is to ensure that we produce very quality works so that the buildings we are constructing can last a very long time.
Strategically located in northern Uganda, this modern facility aims to enhance accessibility and efficiency of immigration services for residents in the region and neighboring areas. The new headquarters is designed to provide a more convenient and streamlined experience for citizens seeking immigration services, including passport applications, visa processing, and citizenship matters. This development underscores the government's commitment to improving service delivery and promoting economic growth in the region.
The truth, when you talk of the truth and when you do the right thing, it will always bail you out. What I must emphasize and call upon my fellow UPDF engineers is that let us do the right thing. When you are doing the right thing, people will always talk. But the facts, when they come for maybe inspection or checking, they will get the right job being done, and they'll have no answers. You remember what happened here? They saturated in media that we are doing shadow work at Nambole, but the whole parliament moved on. It came. It realized that these were lies. You know, social media can say anything, and really they supported us, and we are moving on. So let us do the right thing. Let us really talk the truth. It will always bail us out. So fellow engineers, wherever they are for the UPDF, we should continue working hard at doing the right thing and ensure that we continue working together with the population and encouraging them to be part of these projects so that they own them at the end.
The new building, constructed by the UPDF Engineering Brigade under the supervision of Lieutenant Colonel Engineer Peter Seko Chidemuka, cost government 7.5 billion shillings. This is just one of the many projects undertaken by the UPDF Engineering Brigade, which has been involved in various infrastructural development projects across the country. The brigade has been applauded for its quality work, with Speaker of Parliament Anita Among and the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robin Nabanja, commending them for their exceptional work on the renovation of Mandela National Stadium.
Lessons learned and which I can apply is one. Now, look at Senambole. We learned a lot. We learned now construction of the pitch. That's why we have put up Chambogo very fast, without any, but at first it was the beginning. It was the first of its kind. Now, as we continue working on more and more pitches, we are becoming experts. And I think soon we are going also to start. My bosses can decide to start selling manpower or labor outside to other countries which need pitches. And then when we put up these high-level structures, we are learning a lot. One, the methodology of doing it. Two, we are putting them in different places. We see every day an improvement in design, an improvement in method execution. So there is a lot we are learning. And this is making us more and more perfect. And now we're also managing the stakeholders, how to talk to them, what to do. At first we could do work maybe before, but now we go to we receive the site. The client takes us, hands over to us, site officially, and we tell the population of the scope. You know, people always will talk because they don't have the right information. But we tell them, here we are going on a roof. Here we are going to, so that people are aware of what we are to do. So we have learned a lot and we are improving every day, that before you do anything, you must first go and tell people what you are going to do, so that they are aware of the scope. And two, make sure we make sure these bills are public information, not to get a bill you keep. You go and give the people that this project is going to cost this much, so that people should stop really trying to guess it. Maybe they use 20 billion or so. We make sure that the construction information right from the drawings are made public information.
The UPDF Engineering Brigade has also been involved in the construction of health facilities, schools and other infrastructure projects, demonstrating its commitment to supporting national development. The Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration Control Regional Office in Gulu, northern Uganda, is indeed a strategic initiative to bring services closer to the grassroots population. This office is part of the government's efforts to decentralize services and make them more accessible to citizens. The Gulu Regional Office offers a range of services, including passport enrollment and issuance, where citizens can apply for and collect their passports at this office, issuance of permits and passes, where the office processes and issues various permits and passes, such as work permits, student passes and dependent passes, inspection and legal services, where the office provides inspection services and legal guidance on immigration-related matters. By establishing this regional office, the government aims to reduce the burden of traveling to Kampala for citizenship and immigration services, making it more convenient for residents in northern Uganda to access these essential services.
My brothers and sisters of northern Uganda, the structure is complete, it is yours. We've done the construction together with those people interested with the leadership in engineering, and then in this political area. We have had meetings, they know how it is. It is a structure whereby you people support it, go and, you know, now you shouldn't move long distances coming to Kampala. Those services will be well delivered in Gulu and at that very DCIC building. So it is only now the people, the management of the Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration Center, Northern Region Office, to demystify the information. They are supposed to sensitize the people of what they should do in order to access the services of the internal affairs in Gulu.
The office is expected to provide a range of services, making it a one-stop center for the local community. By visiting the Gulu office, citizens can access various services, including those related to citizenship and immigration. Lieutenant Colonel Engineer Peter Seku Kidemuka is encouraging the local community in Gulu and the entire northern Uganda to visit the newly operational Gulu office for various services. This office is part of the government's efforts to decentralize services and make them more accessible to citizens. As the project engineer, Lieutenant Colonel Kidemuka has overseen several infrastructural development projects, including the renovation of Mandela National Stadium. His expertise and leadership have been instrumental in delivering quality projects, and the Gulu office is no exception.
My message is just thanking. I really thank His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda for entrusting us and giving us an opportunity to participate in the construction industry so that we develop our country and eliminate poverty, so that we construct and then eliminate corruption. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to Mama because I follow in the sector of Minister of Education as well, for really supporting the education sector by giving them structures. I'll put up very many. Currently, I've started on another batch, the third batch of 24 schools, which we are going to deliver timely, provided all factors remain constant. And then into Afande CDF, I'm really very grateful for your leadership and really allowing us to participate in these projects. We pray that you guide us further so that we continue working. Then all leaders, my leaders in any capacity, I'm really grateful. We stand to be corrected where we go wrong, and we promise to deliver these works always and on time, quality, to ensure that we really improve on the image of UPD.